a free trade agreement between India and the UK was expected by Diwali last year, and then politics happened. And now a deal is no longer any closer to be signed. India Today's Geeta Mohan caught up with the chairman of UK-India Business Council, Richard Held, for a conversation on the issues, the synergies and the deadlines.
Trade agreement between India and the UK have been going through negotiations and rounds of negotiations one after the other, and we've really not seen a conclusion. There were some announcements that there could be something around Diwali. 8 rounds of negotiations. Where do you see that headed, and do you see both sides iron out the niggling areas?
Well, as a starter, I'm pleased to say I'm not sitting around the negotiating table. My understanding is that we've been through, as you say, 8 rounds of negotiations. There are still certain outstanding points. Those include certain areas of tariffs. They include rules of origin, mobility, etc. Those areas, I think, are at a stage where I would expect the negotiation teams to involve political masters. I think there is still a strong willingness on both sides, and if not an imperative, that we wish to see a free trade agreement. Clearly, it's been going on for a long time. We are, both your country and ours, are going into a political cycle.
I was just going to ask you that.
All right, well, sorry, I anticipated that one. And I think clearly we want to get this out of the way. And as I said, it's an imperative for both sides, for UK as well as for India. So I'm hopeful that we will move forward.
But you made an important point. Elections around the corner.
Yep.
You see the Indian side already on campaign mode. Prime Minister Modi has been addressing rallies, going to various states, engaging various communities. And we're seeing the same on the other side in the UK as well. Everybody is certainly, in a way, on election day.
Yep.
In that, you think they'll give priority to a foreign policy decision that can really wait?
I think it is not something that can wait, personally. Why do I say that? Because business, both in the UK and in India, have been making plans, have been anticipating a free trade agreement. And therefore, the one thing that business does not like is uncertainty running forward. So I would sincerely hope that we will get a resolution. Yes, I understand that we are starting to come into political mode. Prime Minister Modi is a remarkably busy man at the moment, obviously as president of G20. And your elections are in May in 2024. We have to, in the UK, have elections by December of 2024. That's the maximum of our five-year term. So I think that both of us, yes, are starting to think about how the elections are going to pan out. But in that context, if you see that the UK has announced that it will be signing and joining the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and I think that shows a forward momentum in relation to the UK's attitude towards free trade agreements and trade agreements. So I'm positive. I remain positive.
What about the sticky areas of digital services, protection of British businesses, even Scotch whisky for that matter? A lot in conversation, but nothing really being worked out. Where do you see that?
Well, the way these things work, nobody talks about anything until it's actually unveiled. So yes, there are areas around Scotch whisky. The 150% tariff is not insubstantial. I always try and, if you like, put that in context, because there are other areas. It's not just about premium Scotch. It's about bottled in India, bulk imports, and how that will actually increase the domestic sector as well. In relation to the other areas that you talk, I think that there are other areas where we have to look at. Rules of origin is another quite significant part, and I'm sensitive to the Indian argument that they don't wish to have a rules of origin chapter which could allow imports from countries or composition of the percentage of the supply chain being, if you like, supplied by countries who India is more sensitive to through the back door. So I think there are areas that have to be discussed. But these are coming to an area, as I said, where our politicians have to take decisions as to what is fundamental and what is negotiable.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.